Hey everybody, it's Kelly, and today I'm bringing you this layout with this gorgeous photo from a trip I took to Florida. I'm going to be using a lot of Felicity Jane product here today. That page that I'm working with right now, that coral dot paper, is from the Felicity Jane Willow collection. And I like it so much, and it works really well with the collection, that I'm going to gut it because I really only want the outside of this. I'm going to use this paper as a border. Now, I don't subscribe to Felicity Jane, but I do buy Felicity Jane when it's on sale and when they have big clearance sales, and that's how I got this collection, or a lot of the pieces, all the pieces actually in this collection. Now, the whole reason that I started out with that background paper is I love this floral paper that I'm going to use, and again, that's also from the Felicity Jane Willow collection. I just loved it. The colors of that just reminded me of a Florida sunset, and that's what this photo is. It's two friends and I in Florida in May of 2017, and we were sitting on the balcony and having a glass of wine and watching the sunset, and the colors are so perfect, the corals and the golds, and it said to use it for this photograph. Plus, I love the paper so much, I really wanted to be able to highlight it as a full sheet, and that's what I'm doing here. And now I'm just kind of looking at this and trying to decide how how I'm going to use that gold paper, and that gold scallop paper is again from Felicity Jane Willow, how I'm going to use that to map my photographs. So I decided to cut a strip of that paper, and I don't remember, it's been a while since I've made this. As a matter of fact, I think it was even before Thanksgiving weekend, or maybe it was Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm finally voicing it over the day before New Year's Eve, as a matter of fact. So I'm looking at different cards that I could use here. One of the cards I selected was that Hello Beautiful card, and that is a Felicity Jane thank you card that comes when you place an order. It says Hello Beautiful. And then I found that gingham 3x4 journaling card, and that is also from Willow. So I've decided to put those on both sides of my photo here. I wanted to use that Hello Beautiful card just because the colors are so perfect with the sunset, and it was beautiful. So I'm just going to use my centering ruler here just to make sure that I've got that photograph exactly centered on the page there. Normally I don't use a ruler to figure stuff out like that, but because I have the exact same thing going on both sides of it, I decided it would be a good idea if I used my centering ruler. And I do love that ruler. All right, so now I'll just glue down that gingham card. And if you heard that, that was my cat yawning next to me. Or one of my cats. Anyway, I'll glue that down. It was beautiful at this time of year. That was a little warm, but you know, I live in the upper Midwest, so Florida even in mid-May is a-okay for me because it can still be cool by us. I'm doing just a little bit of adjustment here because it didn't feel like I had it right, like there was more space on one side than the other. I think there's more space on the side that the gingham card is, even though I supposedly used the centering ruler the first time. And then I realized that, oh, my gingham card needs to be cut down just a little bit because the Hello Beautiful card is actually a little bit smaller. All right, finally I'm going to get those 3x4 cards down, and I just was checking to see what it said on the back of that besides thank you. And I hit my camera, or my desk, I think. So now I'm going to look at the Willow puffy stickers there and see what I can maybe use from that. And then I also grabbed these chipboard pieces from the Felicity Jane Summer Kit. And I found that black a word that said travel, and I like that little palm tree. I want to use it, but because how perfect is that? There's a palm tree right in the picture there, but it's going to take me a little bit to figure it out. And then I also grabbed that today was amazing phrase, but that's going to move around. Sorry, everybody. Okay, now I am looking at the die cuts, and that's the those are die cut pieces from the Caroline collection from Felicity Jane, and some of the colors work really well here, so I'm going to use that flower and then the die cut label up on top there. And then that little chipboard piece there that says the best view is again from it's a chipboard piece from the summer collection. And it's so cool how I was able to use a palm tree and a travel thing and a best view on this layout. Serendipitous. Okay, so now I've decided to put my palm tree down there instead, and I have like two little sort of circular elements with a phrase coming off of that, and then there'll be a phrase on the top as well too. I was thinking about using that banner somewhere. I always have a hard time using banners, so if I think I can use them, I definitely do it. I don't wait. And now I have that little phrase up there that I'm kind of trying to place around. It says sunshine, and that's from the puffy sticker sheet. So I'm going to place that up at the top there. And playing with some more chipboard pieces, and I didn't in that circle, but that's not going to make it on the layout. And again, just trying to get something else in. It felt like it was a little bit unfinished up at the top there. I guess I wanted a third element, but I end up not finding anything, and in the end I just let it go the way it is. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. I added a puffy sticker. It was a floral puffy sticker. I have the layout right in front of me. You'd think I'd be able to see that, but nope, I cannot. All right, anyway, so the puffy sticker from, again, the Willow puffy stickers are going on. And then just kind of thinking, maybe I want to use that little scallop border somewhere, like maybe partway under that little phrase or something, so I get a third element there. But I'm going to decide that I don't care for that puffy sticker there. That's after I cut it, of course. That's okay though, because I just can stick it back on the sheet and reuse it. And there we go. All right, so I'm still looking for something. I'm thinking about using another label from that die cut pack from Caroline. And then I find this one, and I really like the way that looks. The light kind of peachy color there. So I add that in, and now I've got that third element that I was looking for. Thought about putting that scallop over there, and it would have looked fine on that journaling card, but I decide not to use it. All right, so I was tapping my fingers there, trying to figure out if I want anything else, but I know I need to do a title on here, and I'm going to look at my chipboard, my thickers, and I did find a beautiful blue that would have been perfect, but the letters were just too big. They were really blocky. There is kind of like a dusty bluey gray color in this, and that's what I'm looking for to see if I can find any of that. And you see me just kind of auditioning little things here and there. And it's going to take me a minute, but I do find an alphabet I absolutely love in the end here. And I decide to go to look for gold and to see if I can find anything there. And I find this thin gold alphabet. I think I just got this at Hobby Lobby not that long ago. It is from American Crafts. They are chipboard thickers, and the font is called Sentiment. And so I'm going to title this layout Sunset and Cocktails. We did have more than one glass of wine. Full disclosure. That one was just a start there. All right. Now I'm just about done, and I am using my my wax paper here because I want to make sure that I use the that I get it centered here, because that's going to be important. And I'm thinking about this now. I was just scrapbooking layout today, and I just got the thickers, the guides, so the thickers rulers, so that you can put them on there, and I totally forgot to use mine today. It's a new product for me, so it'll take a little bit for me to get used to that being there. And I always have an ample supply of wax paper, so you know that makes it easy for me to just grab that too. They still are really good for ripping off just like a little piece if you don't want to put a sticker down yet and you want to be able to move that around. All right, so I now have the title on. Everything looks good to me. I just need to do a little bit of journaling here. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill in the labels here just with some information about the date and the place and what we were doing, basically, which is pretty obvious from what's happening in the photograph there. It's really cold here today, so thinking about that warm weather makes me very, very happy. It was below 0 today where I live most of the day. Not a pleasant day to go outside. Certainly not a day to be sitting on your balcony or deck and doing anything. All right. I'm just going to put the place there. And then, oops. I think I'd use my other slick writer. It wasn't working very well. So I see this bow here and decide to add it to that palm tree chipboard. Here is a still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another video again soon. Bye!